I hit my quarter-life crisis recently, and I thought that quitting my job, moving halfway across the country, and starting a new life would be enough to make me feel like I made a substantial change. But I still yearned for more. So when I thought about what could potentially fill this void, I made a sudden realization. I need a bass guitar. I've always wanted a bass guitar. And by always wanting a bass guitar, I mean since I made the realization 10 days ago. I want to get a nice bass guitar, something with soul. And I went to the guitar store and they told me that a guitar with soul starts at around $600. And that's way too much money. So I have to figure out a way to mentally justify spending $600 on an instrument that I've never played before. And I think I found my perfect solution. So the steps are simple. 1, DM my favorite indie band. 2, set up a hangout and show how cool I am. 3, chill hard with said indie band and show them that I can hang with the boys, that I'm indie enough. 4, film their show and gain indie clout. This is the most important step, the indie clout. 5, use newfound clout and confidence to justify the purchase of a bass guitar even though I've never played before. There's nothing left. That's all I need to do. So the band I wanted to email was Daddies Beemer. They absolutely rip. They are so cool. They are everything I wanted to be and more. So I had to think of a way to send them a cool email to make them think that I'm just a normal person. And this is what I came up with. Hello, my name is Paxton Leatherman and I run a food media company, Palette Provisions. Blah, 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 blah. I would love to interview you all by taking you out to dinner. Somewhere not too expensive, lol. I hate that line. I put my Instagram, I put my YouTube, and I put my phone number. And then I said, also, if y'all need a place to crash, let me know. I can make room in my house. I have no idea what I would have done if they actually needed a place to sleep. So I sent that terrible email and I waited and I waited. And I actually didn't wait that long. 4 hours later, they got back to me saying that they would love to have dinner. So Wesley and I got on the phone and decided to have a dinner party before their upcoming show. The only problem? I've never hosted a dinner party before. 2 weeks later, and it was the night of the dinner party. And I'll let you take a guess on whether or not I prepared anything beforehand. So the first order of business was picking up a folding table. One that was classy enough for events like these, but flimsy enough that I could throw a band member through it if they started to act up. I'm gonna be a great host. I totally have this covered. My first stop was Lowe's, and after fighting the urge to not buy a gallon of Flex Seal, I found my table. So I got back in my car and was ready to go. Just kidding, this guy needed 30 bags of mulch and locked me in. Anyways, I got back in my car and was ready to go. Just kidding, this guy needed another 30 bags of mulch so I couldn't move. So after all the grown men had gotten their ingredients for their sandcastles, it was time for me to go home and set up everything. Hello, welcome, I'm finally back. Daddy's Beemer is gonna arrive in an hour and a half. I'm not stressing at all, don't worry. You should be though. We have a couple things that we need to do in order to make sure that this is the best dinner party they've ever had. 1, we need to set up furniture. 2, we need to figure out what we can use as chairs. Next one that we need to do is we need to order the food. Haven't done that yet. And that's about it. Oh, we need to get drinks. Get beverages. This is our beautiful canvas that we will be using for the night. It's gonna look pretty jank. Couple questions you may have starting out here. 1, Paxton, did you already have a dining room table? No. Did you already have chairs? No. I had none of these in my house, and also I was selling most of my stuff off Craigslist because I was moving, so every illiterate person within a 5-mile radius was emailing me taking stuff from my house over this time. All right, so let me show you what I got. These are the chairs I'm working with right now. We have a bag of sand, well actually 6 bags of sand, a Yeti cooler, a double camp chair, and a Coleman cooler. We need to order the Chinese food. Again, super easy. And just so you guys know how big of a fan I am of this place, look at that. Contact in my phone.
Everything fresh?
Hi, can I place an order for carryout, please?
Okay.
And that, yeah, that's everything.
Okay, your name, please.
Pax, P-A-X.
Okay, so about 15 minutes.
15 minutes, got it.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Chinese food acquired. Diet Cokes about to get got to. Okay, we're on a mission. We need some Diet Cokes. 1, 2, 3. Let's get a little Sprite and some water. Should we get a hookah? Should we get a hookah too? We have finally done it. Our preparation is complete. Everything is in order. We are ready for the hangout of the century. So it's time to chill hard. Yo, what's up, big dog?
Hey, how's it going?
Going great, man. I'm driving down the Noda stretch right now.
Oh, we're at the Y.
Oh, dude, I literally just drove past the Y. I'll pull into the parking lot right now.
Word.
I'm in the biggest red Ford F-150 you've ever seen. It's huge. It's massive. It's part of my ego.
Awesome. Seeing it. Dude, see you soon.
Okay, perfect. See ya. I don't know if they like my Ford F-150 joke. Hey, I'm here with Daddies Beemer.
Do.
Yes, I spent 2 hours setting up my backyard to not use it at all. Why? Because it looks like someone tried to host a cult meeting using supplies from Dollar General. Well, thank you, boys. I really appreciate you guys coming tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely,
thank you.
man. I know it's weird as to just get an email from a guy saying, hey, come to my house and have dinner, but yeah, I respect you guys.
Hey, weirder things have happened.
I can imagine. I kind of thought about it too. I was like, if you guys have been on tour enough, you've probably seen enough weird to know.
Yeah.
We used to just stay at random people's houses, so.
Are you serious?
Oh,
On
yeah.
stage, you ask, you're like, hey, can we get a couch?
Are you serious?
Yeah. Back when?
Yeah.
Back when we couldn't afford hotels.
Can you afford hotels now?
No.
If you guys need a place to sleep too.
We're driving back to my parents' place in Columbia tonight.
Oh, nice.
But thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We gotta make sure.
I have no idea what I would have done if they actually needed a place to sleep.
I've got this random guy that'll come up to my house and try to mow my lawn for money. And there was one night, it was 8 o'clock at night. And all of a sudden I hear a lawnmower, and I'm with my girlfriend, and I'm like, who the f*** is mowing their lawn? It's 8 o'clock at night. And I go out, I look out my window, I was like, it's our lawn. Who the f*** is mowing my lawn? And I go outside, I'm like, yo man, what are you doing? He goes, I was like, it's like 8 o'clock. He goes, oh, I didn't have a phone. I'm like, I was like, bro, the
That's his
sun's
excuse?
down.
I didn't have a phone. I don't have a phone.
I don't have a phone. And he's like, oh, you got a mower too? Dude, that's like, we can like, I was like, no, we're not starting a company. We're not starting a company. You are not,
landscaping company.
you do not understand how conversations work.
The Daddies Beemers boys and I were having a great time, but when we finished dinner, we still had 5 hours before they got on stage. So we did what any group of guys would do, and we ripped some pinball. Except for Peyton, who forgot his wallet and instead sat outside on a curb to play Pokemon on his phone. After pinballing for a few hours, I dropped the boys back off at their van and got ready to film their show. Dude, you guys are living the life. How often do you guys sleep in here?
We not sleep with you.
We know where the music's playing. Let's go out and feel alive.
I then changed into a more indie-appropriate fit and got some water, and I was ready to film the boys. Well, I'd executed my plan. Got to film Daddies Beemer, got my indie clout. I was one of the boys. But the thing on my mind wasn't marching back into that guitar store to buy the instrument of my dreams. It was that Daddies Beemer was willing to do whatever was possible so that they could just play music. They didn't care what they were eating that day or where they were sleeping or anything about that. They cared about playing music by any means possible. So when I think about the start to my own musical journey, I think I have a better understanding of where I should begin. And unfortunately, I don't think it's too glamorous. Wish me luck.
Cause you're gonna leave me. I won't hold it without you.
Dude, you can't make this shit up. You will always be surrounded by true friends. Wow.
Let's go.
Wow.
Thank God I didn't
was
get
fate.
that one. Because that one would have been alive. I'm surrounded by enemies.